I was always sort of aware from that moment, the footage that we take on the front line, it's imperative really. It's not only for protection, it's an all-round thing. It gives us a documentation of what's going on. It lets people know on the outside how this thing's being policed, because when I first got to Barton Moss, I was shocked by the bad behaviour, the ill discipline from individual officers.
Keep saying I'm intelligent.
Stop answering it. Just ignore it. Let keep saying it.
Stop moving. I stop moving for a single second. Don't be ridiculous. What are these?
And in the 5 years that I've been in this, it's not got any better. There was a report written by a load of academics at John Moore, and it was called "Keep Moving" regarding the Barton Moss policing. And they said in that report that it's patterned police behaviour, and each camp and each different community I've been to, I've seen the same sort of policing. Spending time at Preston New Road, it was sort of born out of the idea of really bad behaviour, because people were starting to get hurt, people were starting to get falsely arrested. So we there's a few of us came up with the idea of Maple Indie Media, to keep our eye on the activists, to give them protection, and just basically highlight to the outside world of how this thing's being policed, because between the security and the police forces, from what we see, the protection is only afforded towards the shale gas industry now, unfortunately, because that's just the way that we've seen it and experienced it, and we want the people on the outside to be able to view that and to be able to say, look, this has got to stop, you know, everybody's got to be given a sort of fair chance of protest.
Do you think it's had an impact? Do you think it's helped to change this form of kind of video activism? Do you think it's changed the police at all?
Yeah, I would, just purely on the fact that the police have been different with myself and others with cameras since we started it. We was lucky at Maple Indie Media because we got to speak to some sort of political figures. So from the off we spoke to Caroline Lucas, John McDonnell, the Shadow Chancellor, and Baroness Jenny Jones. Now each time we spoke to them sort of prominent figures, we showed them a bit of evidence, we showed them the footage of the cops, and we filmed that to make sure that we showed them. We've spoken to sort of commanders on the ground, relayed our fears and fed back information. We've also fed back video footage, and so yeah, I would say it's definitely it changes the way that the police. I mean, if you're a cop and you're seeing your own bad behaviour, your ill discipline, because not every one of them are ill disciplined, but there are some out there, and this will highlight it, and this brings it on home. If you do sit down with your family and see yourself acting bad, it's got to have some effect, hasn't it? was which was mad really, because the Bristol Radical Film Festival asked us if they could screen our stuff, and it was an honour, because basically we want to see this message get out everywhere. We want it to get cross over into different campaigns. We want to link up everybody else, other activists, and let them know what's going on. And being in the Radical Film Directory as well, it will help that message get out there. So if you do go onto the Radical Film Directory and put in Maple Indie Media, you should see us listed. I just want to keep getting I just want to keep offering a little bit of protection to the activists on the front line, and basically be able to tell our story, because our tagline is active with the activists, so wherever they are we want to be. We see a lot of mainstream stories come out, and you know, number reporting and arrest reporting, clashes with the police. We've seen a lot of bias mainstream, so to have us there as well, telling our story on the ground as it happens, can only be beneficial really. And that's all that I want. You know, I want the world to stop wracking, and the police to stop beating us up, and the security to stop beating us up, yeah? If that's possible, that'd be great.